Hi, do you feel something's missing in your life? A bit like an emptiness? Do you feel as though sometimes that even though things are going really well, you know, the job and your relationship and everything around that, but there's something missing? And if that's how you're feeling, have you noticed that at that point we reach for a smoke or a wine or a gin and tonic, or we go for a run? We end up filling that void. Because I don't know if you've also noticed, but the mind's chattering all the time. Either we're reviewing what's gone on in the past, or we're making a story up about the future. And when we get to that point in the future that we've made the story up that's created worry, anxiety, maybe even dread, fear, all sorts of emotions on that basis, when we get there, system calms down because it's completely nothing like the story we made up. And that's because we operate from our conditioned mind that goes back to our childhood, the age of 0 to 7. We didn't quite complete childhood development in certain areas. And those of you that know, maybe like me, another question for you: do you do everything on your own? You may be a high achiever, running a team, running a business, being a manager, working your way up the corporate ladder, working hard. And have you noticed how we do everything on our own? We don't need help, we don't reach out for help, we don't ask for help. That again is because of our conditioning as a child, various things that happen to us, various experiences. At that time when that development got interrupted, it actually is still trapped in time inside our system. And that's what most of us don't realise. And I came to this realisation because I've been doing this work releasing and healing that development for getting on for 3 years now. And quite amazing things happen in your life when you start doing the work. And the work is just very simple practices. So if you want to know more, then you'll get me on YouTube. Just leave a comment or go to Facebook and it's stephenbones.com. You'll find me, message me, and we can have a chat about it. If you're running a team, just think about this. If you're running a business, and I've been there running businesses with 20, 30 staff and not realising I was operating from that conditioned mind as well, and so were they. So it began that, so I'm running on anxiety, also worry, what's happening, cash flow, where's the sales coming from, all this stuff is whirring through all the time. And in actual fact, that impacts our productivity, and it also impacts your team's productivity, because whatever we focus on shows up. So if we focus on the anxiety, the worry, the dread, the fear, whatever's coming up, that will just keep looping back. Have you noticed? Notice it, just think about it. So my name's Stephen Bones, stephenbones.com on Facebook. Leave a message here, we can have a chat about it. And I work with people in groups, mainly within companies or one-to-ones to start with, and then I can work within your team, how many people you want to allocate. Just by all means contact me. stephenbones.com on Facebook, leave a comment here. You'll find me on LinkedIn as well under stephenbones.com. So you'll find me around social media. If you Google me, I come up. So come and talk to me. If you want to know more about that gap and why we reach for the external substances to make us feel better, which I'll go through in the next video, we can have an in-depth talk about it and work through it. So thanks very much for listening. Speak soon.